It's Talk Funny, a podcast by Mark Bailey and comics from all over. We ended up in Japan because the statute of limitations is a tricky subject. The Talk Funny podcast from NagoyaRadio.com and Nagoya Comedy. Here's Mark Bailey.
Mark Bailey, Mike Miller on Talk Funny. We were talking about teacher training, and I've been here, decades. Amazingly, some of the best teacher training I ever got was at Eon, which is where I started. We had a 1-week paid training, and we would just go there, look at textbooks, learn how to prepare a class, and it was always about how would you prepare for this class and how would you prepare for that class. Well, I would do this, and we'd have an hour and a half to prepare for a theoretical class, and then we'd teach a 40-minute class.
Wow.
But then you go to Eon, and you're teaching 20 40-minute classes in a row with no lunch, no break. I'm sorry, was I supposed to prepare for all of my classes for the rest of my life in that 1 week?
Yeah, at 5 different levels or something, right?
Yeah, it's like, I learned how to prepare for my class. I have everything I need to prepare for my class, except time to prepare for my class. It's like, yeah, preparation, a nice wish.
Yeah, it's like you have a very enthusiastic teacher trainer who's really learned all the stuff, and they really wanted you to teach a professional class, but you can't do that in that context.
Shout out to my trainer from Eon, who's still alive and still in Japan, named John Ravelli, nice guy from San Francisco, and I still keep in touch with him. He said, how was the training and everything? And I said, I thought you did a great job. What you should have told us is we're never going to use that training.
Exactly. It's like teaching
use
someone
it on a podcast.
It's like teaching someone kung fu for a movie, and you show up at the movie set, and they're like, "Oh, I'm ready for the kung fu." There's not going to be any kung fu in this movie.
It's like we were saying about he's going to kill Jackie Chan. No, it's like we were saying about Japanese teachers. Sometimes you'll walk by a Japanese conversation class, an English conversation class taught by a Japanese teacher, and they're explaining English in complete Japanese. You never hear a word.
Grammar rules.
Hello to you wa, aisatsu yoku tsukau. This is a common greeting that is used, blah, blah. Nanto kotaereba ii desu ka? So how would you answer that? You would also say hello. It's all in Japanese. So as I mentioned to Mike, it's kind of like I'm training to be a lion tamer. And all we do is study lions, their habitats, where they poop, what their poop consists of, what do they eat, how many offspring do they have, which mountains do they live in, what color are their coats in winter and spring and summer, what does their breath smell like. We do everything but meet a lion or even see one. Can I see a picture of one? I'm going to be taming them. How long? I got a week to learn this. Can I see a picture of one? Like what? How about their teeth? You haven't heard about their teeth. They teach you everything about a lion, and then they go tame it.
Yeah.
And then you meet a lion, and you ask your pants.
Yeah.
Like, I've never met one before. I don't know what to do. You didn't teach me how to tame it.
Exactly.
So
until you get drunk, then you know how to tame it.
Then you meet a foreigner, and you've studied 12 years about English and
like all the rules and everything, grammar.
The subject of English, you know everything about it except how to use it.
Exactly.
And you meet a foreigner and you go like, no English.
Exactly.
That's what I learned in 12 years.
It's like learning about all the tools you can use to fix an engine without actually fixing an engine, and then, well, we gave you all the tools, right? You know how to fix it, right? You
but
have the wrench.
Never showed me a car.
Yeah, exactly. You have the wrench, you have the screwdriver, you have the, which is why people wonder all the time why Japanese students, after going to school and studying English for so many years, cannot really are very shy at having conversation until they're really drunk. Then the junior high school English comes back.
My dad had a funny joke. He always wanted to be a comic, and he'd take us swimming. And he'd say, the best way for you to learn to swim is I just throw you in the pool. And I said, me and my sister were like 4 and 6. And I said, I'd really like some instructions. Isn't there anything else we should know? Like breathing or something, And he goes, no, it was a joke. He wasn't going to do it.
Parenting in the 1970s.
He wasn't going to do it. He's just joking. He said, no, the best way is I pick you up and I just throw you in the deep end of the pool. And he said, that's the way I teach my kids to swim. You're the 4th. I have 2 left, but yeah. You're the 3rd and the 4th kid. But that was his joke. He always wanted to be a comic.
Yeah.
And he had dad jokes. I've told Mike before, but we'd be driving along and you'll see a sign that says bump ahead, and he'd always hit me on the head. Every time. So after about 5 times it gets old, so me and my sister would sit in the back. And he'd have to do
Did you heckle him?
He'd do it from the back.
Heckle him from the back of the room.
Not funny. I'm calling Child Family Services. They don't exist yet, but I will call them.
Well, that is
somebody gonna get hurt.
Somebody gonna get hurt. Russell
Peters.
Oh, well, that could be considered child abuse, right?
Yeah. So he would just, he'd do it to my mom. Whatever he wore was a wife beater, actually. Whatever shirt. It didn't matter. It was T-shirt or what. Everything was a wife beater. That's one of my jokes.
Oh, jeez.
We were talking off mic about, was it cert? I took it, the certification.
Oh, where's the CELTA?
Cambridge.
Oh, you took the Cambridge. I thought you were talking about the CELTA.
Oh, okay.
The CELTA is different, but you're talking about the Cambridge, which is the exam. You're teaching
Cambridge exam proctoring.
Mm-hmm.
And my teacher, who didn't pay me for 6 months when I actually did the testing, hello, Jim. He's still in Tokyo. Hello, Jim. I hope you're listening. Hello, Jim. I quit doing it. I did it for 6 months and they didn't pay, so I quit.
That's a good reason to quit, I'd say.
They paid me later, but they paid me 6 months late.
Well, yeah, that's a little hard to...
When you quit, we...
and you go to your landlord and say, next month, I swear, it's coming. Yeah, that works really well.
We're going to hire you as a soldier. We're going to see if you get shot. If you get shot, we're going to pay you. Because we like people that don't get shot. We like winners. Our heroes are people that don't get shot. We only pay heroes. So he had an hour. First hour was protect the resources, protect the test. You keep the test in this plastic, and it's sealed, and it's not even unsealed, not even for you to look at it. And you don't leave it laying on a table somewhere. You keep it in the box that we gave you, in the plastic that we gave you, and you keep your eyes on that at all times. Protect the resource. Protect the test. Don't let it out of your sight. Never let it out of your sight. Never let it out of your what? Sight. Never let what out of your sight? The test. Protect the what? The resource. Okay, let's take a break. An hour of drilling. He leaves the test samples all over the tables in the conference room. So I just collected them, and I hit him in the corner. He comes in, he's like, where the hell are the tests? Protect the resources. Practice what you preach. Maybe that's why I didn't get paid.
The student becomes the teacher.
Maybe that's why I didn't get paid.
Yeah.
We would do tests for the university level, and you're not supposed to influence it in any way. You just read the question. Tell me about something you did on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll say, well, I like to play tennis, and blah, blah, blah. So you cannot say, as a proctor, you cannot say, oh, that's good. Good answer. Oh, you like tennis. I also like tennis. Now, Kenji, what did you do? Well, my dad's a policeman, so we rode around and we harassed foreigners at their apartments. Okay, well, may you burn in hell. You're not allowed to give any commentary.
You just have to sit there.
I kind of think the first student's answer was kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
Better, because I would give her an A because she likes tennis and I like tennis, and I don't really like this guy. And you have a partner with you, and you're not allowed to comment at all. You're not allowed to cough.
You're supposed to check each other's behavior.
You're not even supposed to look at each other. You're not allowed to cough. Like, I played tennis in a weekend.
Oh, jeez.
You play tennis, Mike?
Yeah.
Or I went to a Hitler Youth rally on the weekend. I'm sorry. What'd you say? You're not allowed to do that. It all has to be. It's like the airline. I had a friend, she was an airline stewardess. And she said, when you're training, they teach you during evacuation, when you have to go down the slide, when you have to evacuate the plane, you can't touch any passenger on the shoulder because someone might be injured and you have to turn around and take care of them. You want people to keep sliding. Mm-hmm. But she didn't touch me on the shoulder. I'm going to wait. Mm-hmm. The next, because it's like the blessing or whatever. Mm-hmm. You can't go, just go straight down, you're going to be fine. Go straight down, you're going to be fine. Go straight down, you're going to be fine. He's vomiting blood. Okay, let me take care of him. Mm-hmm. But she didn't say, go straight down, I'm going to be fine. She didn't say,
what should I do?
She didn't say, I'm going to be fine. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I need the blessing.
Yeah, the blessing.
And so they said, don't do that. So you just go, when the person in front of you goes, you go. It doesn't matter what I'm talking about at the time. Mm-hmm. I'm attending to injured people, so please don't listen to me. Please go. When the person in front of you goes, you wait 3 seconds and you go. Wait 3 seconds, you go. Now, I'm not going to keep saying it. Wait 3 seconds and you go. Well, what do we do? People are behind me like, wait 3 seconds and you go. That's what she said. No, but she didn't tap me on the shoulder and say, I'm going to be fine. You're not fine. You're not fine, Gary. You're not fine.
Gary. Callback. No, yeah, but the truth is that situation is probably not going to happen. I mean, like when a big crash happens, it's very rare that you see people on those ramps. You know what I mean?
Oh, evacuating onto a concrete.
Yes.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's pretty rare.
So
it's pretty rare.
Yeah, that's cute. That's a good.
But maybe if there's a fire on the tarmac, yeah. But that's pretty rare. The new planes are pretty good.
Well, they'll say in training, we're preparing for impact on the water. A water landing. There's no land.
Hail
in the
Mary,
water.
Mother of
Impact
Grace.
means crash.
Yes. I mean, the Sully miracle there on the Hudson was so incredibly rare. He hit the water at just the right angle. That's very, very difficult to do. And I think that's one of the very few ditchings that was successful
But that's
in a
a river.
jet.
That's a Hudson.
Yeah.
In the ocean, you can't do that.
In the ocean, you got currents and stuff going
so
and
there's
waves.
We're going to impact the water. It's not crash.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a very intense impact. And half of us will not survive that impact. So it's a crash. No, don't say crash. No crash. And Seinfeld, who's that crash? Who are these people saying crash?
And then whatever you do, don't announce that you're out of coffee, right? That's the trigger.
In the event that you have a water landing, your seat will turn into a floating device. How about the effing plane turns into a floating device? That's what I'd like.
Oh, it won't crash, don't worry.
Mark Bailey, Mike Miller on Talk Funny.